welcome to Bitstorm, a comedy game design podcast by two guys who know nothing about comedy nor game design. I'm Ben Slinger, and with me as always, sitting on the couch across from me, is Trevor Scott. Hello, Trevor. What are we gonna get up to?
We're gonna get up to some random words and throw them at each other.
Yeah,
in a little game called Click Pitch.
Click Pitch.
We haven't.
Right.
We have not, played this ever before. So this is the first time that we
just came up with it.
Just came up with it just now. We decided, hey, what if we took some random words, like, I don't know, microphone, and then I gave that word to you, and you gave me a word.
Yeah, like maybe dentist.
Dentist and microphone. What sort
We've
of
never
game
talked about dentists before, but
I mean, they seem kind of
villainous.
Yeah, either that or your best friend. One of those two. Which is more funny? Probably villainous.
Yeah, probably.
So if we take dentist and microphone, what sort of game could we come up with?
Like video game.
Like video games.
Yeah, not a board game or a...
Well, maybe it could be a board game. What?
A board game with microphone and dentist.
Okay. So who you are is you're someone trying to literally get the dentist to actually incriminate themselves, being the villainous person that he is.
Okay.
And you've got a microphone, but you're also
it's like a party game.
It's like a party.
Oh, that could be actually interesting. Where you go to it's almost like a subtle background how to host
It's
a
just
murder
a game.
sort of
It's
thing.
just a game that you can play with your dentist. That you when you
You can just play with it. Invite your dentist to a party.
you go to his office and you just, as you're having your talk, you're just trying to get them to incriminate themselves into your microphone so you can blackmail them later. There's blackmail the video game.
We'll call it cavity search.
Cavity search, exactly.
So anyway, that's how the game works.
That's how it could work. I still think that's a fucking great idea.
I actually kind of like the idea of what my mind went to, and we don't usually do board games, but a board game with a audio recording element could actually be interesting. So, like, literally one person is perhaps deemed the dentist. This is why I was thinking a party game. You go to a party, at the start of the party, it's like one of those things, you get a card, whatever, and that person's the dentist, and you've got some information on there that maybe you have to, like, keep secret.
You've got to give that information to...
the dental assistant.
You've got to give it to like there is someone who needs that information, and over this time you have to give that, but of course no one knows who's who. So it's like you're giving this information to...
Well, and then I think, but I like the idea then of at least one of the roles literally involves wearing a wire, like wearing audio recording equipment, and their goal is to overhear or like get this information.
It's a really, really expensive board game.
Yeah.
It comes with a Zoom.
Yeah, totally. It comes with lapel mics and...
it comes with a Lark M2 and a Zoom H5.
Yeah.
In the box.
In the box.
It's sponsored by Lark and Zoom.
Yeah.
And so it's a party game for anyone who wants to get in. You may want to play the dentist. You may want to play, the
infiltrator. There's all sorts of things you can do.
I love the idea of, this information, you've got to get it to this other person. And if you get it to that other person, then that person is able to...
Just think about the reveal. Just think about how cool at the end of the night when everyone's like, you have your little debrief and the dentist thinks they've got away with it. And then you pull out the thing and play back them telling the secret to someone else or something. It's like that gotcha moment. Everyone can have that feeling.
And it's like, fuck you. Gotcha. And it turns out that he was also talking about something real that happened.
Yeah, he was also talking about how he's going to ask his wife for a divorce, but like don't tell anyone yet. And his wife's at the party, and it gets played out.
Fun with your friends. While you're playing, don't say anything that you wouldn't want.
Don't say anything actually incriminating.
Don't forget, everyone has phones nowadays.
I mean, it could just be a phone game. All right, 3, 2, 1, click.
3, 2, 1, click. Dirty.
Ghostwriter.
Dirty ghostwriter.
Well, are they writing dirty books though?
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a big sort of resurgence in smutty fiction literature these days.
Just kind of got into my potato salad like character. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love some potato salad. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about,
Kelly in there.
You need to check out One Last Late Night Talk Show. There was an episode where Ben and I played granddads of Alex's character, and we both brought potato salad involved. And it's now a running joke every time that we're on.
Go back and listen to that one.
Yeah. Okay, dirty books. I love this. Now, is this classy dirty books or is this smutty?
I mean, it's a fine line these days. I guess it depends what you mean. Are you saying
smutty and classy?
Are you saying are they the types of books that a library would have, or are they the ones that you get under the counter at a gas station?
The ones that have to be in a brown paper bag.
Yeah.
You don't want to see what's on the cover of these things.
I mean, I think this comes down to the gameplay. Like, do we do this? Maybe it's a choice. Maybe that you've got a toolbar, a slider for how dirty it is versus classy.
Now, there was just recently a game that got released that was all about writing stories. It's by the maker of Paddle, Paddle, Paddle. And I don't remember what the game was called. Let me just check quickly. I've talked about it on this before. What if it's you're actually writing the smutty stuff?
So it's actually just like a tool for writers to... it's gamifying writing your smut.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. He just said... Cool Story Bro is what he just released. So what if it's the next game in that series called Sexy Story Bro?
So tell me about Cool Story Bro again. What's
there
the gameplay?
Four people, and you're writing a story, and there's certain things that can happen in the game that you switch stories with someone else. And
so you're literally writing
writing a story.
Okay.
So the idea of you literally writing a smutty story,
yeah,
and
so
if you don't turn people on, you can blow them up.
NSFW version of that game.
Yeah,
right. Did I just see you blow people up if they're not horny enough?
You can kill them with a revolver. If you don't like their story, you can take a revolver and kill them.
Okay.
Or fire out a rocket launcher. Yes, that is a thing that happens in this game. Friend slop is,
Yeah, friend slop is an interesting term. I don't love it. I get why it's there. Anyway.
I really want to go back to playing Peak because Trevor
there's so many. I want to play that RV there yet as well.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
But yeah, I think this is the idea of the idea being is how fast can you make your friends blush?
Okay, yeah.
By putting the most disgusting but it's got to be, still can't be illegal. You can't be.
I mean, user-generated content, you can get away with a lot. If you're just playing with your friends.
Then, as long as you're not actually writing into a digital medium that is reporting back to a server, and that is then being monitored by the NSA, you're fine.
Well, I think it'll just be monitored by us because we want to read everyone's horny stories.
Yes, but we allowed the NSA to actually take it.
Oh yeah, but funnily enough,
the money.
But funnily enough, they also just wanted to read horny stories. They don't actually care about why you're writing it. The NSA is very horny. You wouldn't think. 3, 2, 1, click.
Not sexy America. Never sexy America. That's what the NSA stands for.
I mean, they are, as we've said, fairly prudish.
Also known as never sexy. Never sexy is also prudish.
Yeah, it's like, how aluminum and aluminium.
Yes.
Yeah. Never sexy and prudish. Fragrant.
Output.
Okay, you play a skunk.
Yes. Oh, yes.
It's
I fucking love that.
It's Pepe Le Pew but not rapey. That's the title.
I mean, that's the title. That is a fucking line. Pepe Le Pew but not rapey.
Guy's a fucking sex pest.
Oh my god!
Right, so you're not chasing cats around trying to seduce them. Where are you? Obviously, you've got some like scent based gameplay in there.
The thing is, the only thing that a skunk has got to like protect themselves is to blow stinky shit
like
out of their
anal glands or whatever,
out of their ass.
Yeah.
So, but it takes a while to build up again. They don't have unlimited supply. Like
No, they've got to metabolize stuff in some way.
So, I do like the idea of maybe this can be sort of. I'm thinking a little bit more actiony and a little bit more like.
Go on, I've got a different idea.
They're a spy,
okay,
and they're sneaking around because the only thing that they've got going, the only thing that they can do is kind of go smoke bomb,
Oh Smellum.
Yeah, Oh Smellum. So I see Oh Smellum.
We meet again.
So yeah, the only thing that they can do to get out of somewhere is to basically go smoke bomb and clear out a place. And
the name's Bomb. Stink Bomb. Oh Smellum.
That's pretty much all I had.
Okay, so where my mind went actually was to a narrative sort of thing, but one of those like one-button games where your only verb is to like let off noxious gas.
Okay, yeah.
But you're like having conversations.
Now,
so depending on like how the conversation's going is when you are going to let off the gas and for how long. You've still got to charge up over time.
Now, do skunks like their own brand?
I mean, maybe that's something you have to find out. It could be like a romance visual novel where it's a bit of a mating display as well, right? Like the right people are going to like your smell.
Yeah.
But you have to be very cautious.
It's very pungent.
You have to be cautious about when you decide to reveal that and let it out.
Yeah, I mean, in the middle of a movie theatre, probably not the best place. Although your prospective partner really may like it, but everyone else is not going.
Yeah, and then they're not going to think you're very, even if they do like it, it's like, well, that's sort of a private thing.
Yeah.
Picnic on the beach. No one else around.
No one. Moonlit picnic on the beach. Let fly.
Yeah, you just got like
maybe not onto the picnic blanket because you don't. Just in case,
I'm just picturing the pan up from their picnic on the beach and just the twin gas bursts.
They're both sitting there looking at each other.
Yeah.
And the towels go up and
it just forms a heart in the air with the clouds mixing. It's a nice dynamic.
God, what is this fucking episode?
I don't know. We haven't had whiskey in a while together. Maybe that's it.
I haven't even had much. but fuck, I'm in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is so good. 3, 2, 1, click.
Yep. Holiday.
Reflection.
Celebrate. Holiday reflection. Okay. Scrapbooking game.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry, that's such an extreme response to a scrapbooking game. But no, I agree. I like the idea.
Although my brain has just taken it as someone really fucking creepy who was just like tagging along with other people. Like they've taken all these photos.
That could be a reveal though. Like it's a game about you're essentially revealing what happened on this trip via the act of scrapbooking. You get a new set of photos. You're searching through. You're matching up like ticket stubs to the photo of the people.
Because it's first person. It looks like it. In every single photo is this guy, and you're thinking, that's you.
That must be you.
And then only at the end,
you're sort of. Did you see
the reflection of the person? And it's that creepy guy that was in the background.
In the background of all the photos. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look. Yeah. That's. I mean, there's a good arc there. I think there's a deductive element to it. Obviously, you're like, some of the photos might already have, writing on the back or whatever, so you can, it's Mary and Steve at the beach or whatever. It's got a date. It's like, okay, I put that in the scrapbook with them. That goes with the movie stub that they went to, and I'll cover up that creepy guy who's in the background with, the leaf that we found, and okay, now it's the next thing, and as you go along, you're sort of unraveling their romance, the holiday they had together. And then,
wait. You saying unraveling just gave me a good idea.
Well, and I think definitely you start getting to the end, and once this reveal maybe happens or at the same time as it happens, because I feel like you get a new set of materials daily or whatever it is, or at certain periods. Those materials start getting odd and like the sorts of things that maybe you wouldn't collect on a holiday, but you might if you're a creepy stalker, murderer sort of person. It's like a lock of each of their hair or a vial of Mary's blood.
A vial of her bathwater.
Stephen's face skin.
And the reveal is at the end is his unraveling because he's
he's like flaying him alive.
Oh no, he's got like bandages on his face and he unravels, and it's the guy's face, and he's had plastic surgery to look like the guy. And it's like,
yeah, that's cool and creepy and horrific. I like that as a deduction sort of thing though of that
you
reveal.
Actually being the creepy guy.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, do I have to do something about this creepy guy? It's in all the fucking photos. Like,
well, and keeping it really subtle at the beginning. So actually, like the game at the start just feels like
too many cooks.
Definitely a too many cooks sort of situation. But yeah, the beginning of the game just feels like, oh, cool. It's a deduction game where we're learning about this couple on their trip and who the surrounding characters are and different things. And this character's there. And you never seem to be able to identify who this guy is, but he seems to be around a lot.
And it's just like, it's just they've only got X amount of characters, and they've just got this guy in the background. He's always kind of blurred out, and
he's just subtly there until he's not. I like that a lot. That's the way you could bring in that creepiness. Yeah,
and it's like he mailed things home, so different bits are turning up from different places because it's like almost like a postcard that they send.
Well, and just things like souvenirs. You're realizing you're getting souvenirs to put into your scrapbook that don't 100% make sense for Mary and Steve to have bought. But wait a sec, in that photo, the guy's at the newsagent at that outside the farmer's market, and he sent home a fucking plum pit or something. I don't know, something that's just slightly off that you could feasibly, if they're a little bit kooky, maybe Mary and Steve would want to keep, but It's like, yeah, it's the plum pit that Mary spit out or something is like tagged to it. It's like, okay, who's collecting this?
Steve's tooth.
Yeah.
It's like,
But particularly if you've got story elements in there that sort of like a diary entry from Mary, and she tells the funny story about Steve breaking his tooth on something. Doesn't mention where the tooth went, but then in your next set of like stuff that comes through, like there's a fucking tooth in a baggie or something.
But it's like he's done like one of the carbon rub sort of things, you know.
Yeah.
Because she was writing it, and then he's just like carbon rub, and now
yeah. Yeah, fucking things that he could only have gotten by like sneaking into their cabin at night, basically, and like taking photos of it with a flash or something.
Stephen and Mary sleeping after it, after a big night.
Yeah,
and then it's like Stephen going to the bathroom, and he's like from slats.
Yeah. God. Obviously, the truth is out by that point, but I love that. That's awesome. I think that's cool. You could really play with the creep factor. And then, like, it ends with the police knocking down the door or something, and fucking Steve's there holding him with his tooth missing.
God,
and we're back to dentists somehow. Leftovers.
Dramatic
leftovers.
I mean, I'm immediately thinking of, you know, the TV show kind of The Leftovers, which is after the Rapture sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, I never watched it, but okay.
Don't have to go with that. I've never even seen the show. But I'm just like, I like the idea of...
Leftover. Yeah. I mean, one of my other words was spirit as well, which could be interesting with dramatic. It's like a ghost at a theatre, or the ghost of a teenager, the angsty teenage emo ghost.
I do like the idea of, you know, what if all the people that was taken in the Rapture were actually turned into ghosts? So they weren't taken up to some...
Well, and it's, you know,
the
people who are left behind think it was the Rapture. And I think we've maybe sort of touched on this before, but I mean, yeah, it may have just been that it was some other sort of worldwide catastrophic event
where all these
that
people
shifted these people to an ethereal plane, essentially.
That they're now having to watch these people. And I'm just imagining...
It's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, go on.
I'm just imagining, you know, having to see your partner move on with, like, your best friend or something like that. Like... because they don't know what's actually happened in their time of need. They've turned to each other, but it's like, how many people got moved?
Yeah, I kind of like this as, you know, it's almost the snap in the Marvel stuff, right? Like half the population disappears, but only to the perspective of that half that didn't get shifted to the other half.
Yeah.
They can still see each other, and they can still see the people who are left.
But they can't interact.
But they can't interact with the people who are left. And so you kind of get these parallel lives living out. I mean, I almost like the idea of making this a relatively, at least starting off as a relatively mundane thing. Well, maybe not starting off as a mundane thing, but quickly moving into a mundane thing where it's like you're literally still living in the house with your spouse.
Yeah.
But they don't know you're there.
Yeah.
And it is this day-by-day thing. And then, yeah, they, like, bring someone new home after a year or two or whatever, and you're stuck there. Like, maybe there is a thing of, like, you can't move too far away from where it happened, or you're sort of bound to a place.
You can, but the problem is, because you can't interact with anything,
you
can't walk through solid things, but you also can't grip doorknobs and all this sort of stuff. Like, there could be something around there. So you could only leave when they sort of... leave doors open and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But then how do you get back in? And you've sort of worked out that it's just easier for me to
Well, you know her routines, right?
Yeah.
You can predict. You know her so well.
Okay, she's going to have a shower now. Cool, this is time for me to,
To also have a shower.
to also...
I'll just phase through her, and the water affects me, but I fucking stink here. I mean, we'd have to come up with some rules for what could be affected and what not. But
There's something about, her reaching down to pick up the soap, and he's like the water's still bouncing off the invisible character as she stands back up directly into it.
into you. He's just like trying to feel any sense of intimacy still. That's cool. And then having like, you could almost play it out like a sitcom, but like this sort of dark, angsty, sort of poignant sitcom. And you have the neighbor who comes over, who's also maybe they lived alone. Someone else has now moved into their house, but they still live there, and so
they've got this big ass bushy beard, and it's almost as if they haven't been able to leave for ages. Like, because I've been trapped in the house and no one came for 6 months. Like,
yeah, exactly.
The power was turned off, so I've just been I've been living as a hermit. Just
and I think they they don't have bodily functions anymore. Essentially, I mean, maybe they still grow. Stuff still
grows.
Like there's obviously still some level of physical contact because they can't walk through the doors and stuff. So they still get like bacteria and stuff that makes them stink, and their hair grows and whatever. But playing that out as that kind of a bit of that wacky sitcom, but then these really poignant, heartbreaking moments, and the humor that also comes from that is pretty cool. Yeah,
that's really cool. We're going through quite a few tonight, but I think we've actually had a bit more.
We've just been burning through them, but
we
have time for one more.
Quite a few. Plenty.
Yeah. Cool. 3 to 1 click.
Coffin.
Secretary.
Okay. Do like there's something kind of a bit wacky about like coffins being, this big commodity sort of thing. Like it's, in this town, your coffin business has gotten so big that you need your secretary. You've got your salespeople out there selling all the latest versions of the coffins. And
I see. Like, okay, my mind went to a future where we've used up all the other like fossil fuels.
Yep.
And so but it's far enough in the future that all of the like dead humans in graveyards have compacted down into.
Okay. Yep.
And so literally it is digging up coffins to fuel. We made it very efficient now. So like one human's worth of carbon can fuel a city for a while.
It turns out that ash is actually really combustible as well.
We've found ways to get that energy out of it.
Yeah.
So all of the urns. Yeah, there's just all this energy in humans, and we're in a crisis.
And your company in particular has just got access to this cemetery, this old cemetery, and it's like great. We can just go through.
Right, it becomes sort of half management sim, half. I'm picturing you still sort of walking around in third person a bit, like it's almost like one of those. Or maybe not fully one of those.
I love the idea of you're looking for landmarks because it's so long ago that it's like
all of the headstones
all
are
the
like
headstones
degraded and gone.
So you're literally looking through old photographs and that sort of stuff, and you're trying to get it was around this sort of area. There was
searching for buried treasure, except it's humans because we're going to use them as fuel.
I love the idea that it's like you've only got a very short period of time where it's like it is ripe from this date to this date, and then it's no good before that, it's no good after that time.
Okay.
So it's all about managing, all this part of the cemetery gone, but these parts here, like,
It's almost a puzzle game then of hunting down old headstones or records for plots.
what
Who was buried
is
where.
a good time period? Is it just a year, you think?
See, that feels almost...
Too easy.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting thing because obviously within that shorter time period, like the loved ones are all still very much around and probably still grieving.
No. What I'm talking about.
A period of a year, but after like 100 years or something.
Yeah. So after 150, whatever it is, maybe 1,000, it's like you've got a year
Yeah,
time period to capture.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it goes it goes too far.
It goes bad, yeah, or it becomes, if you try to burn it, then it just explodes. It's actually dangerous. It becomes too volatile.
Yeah, it basically turns into nitroglycerin.
Yeah, I like that. And so because I almost think there is a bit of a puzzle aspect here of figuring out the plots and who was in which plot based on, this headstone is still left. It was here under all the grass. But has it shifted? Like cross-referencing that against the records that we have that aren't exhaustive, but if you can find it's like, this has to be, plot C37 then, which means this row is the C row. You can it's approximately this far between graves.
I love the idea that it's so potent that just if you can find one of the bodies, the amount of fuel that it's actually going to be turned into could, power all the cars in this entire city for the entire year.
Yeah, so it's extremely valuable.
Extremely valuable, which is why, you purchased this block of land that is just an
we're
old
basically
cemetery.
in a future of it's like there's a gold rush, essentially, where you've bought mining rights. But I think we're far enough through this where they've used up most of them.
I'm trying to think of something that is not gold, but maybe I don't know, cold rush kind of works,
Right.
Old rush.
The old rush. Yeah. I don't know. But I do, yeah, I like that because then it's an interesting thing, right? Because the time period thing makes it interesting because now people are like, okay, where's the next? So many bodies that had not ripened got destroyed, right? Because they were mining out and pulling out all the bodies that were in that time period, and they fucked up so many of them. So finding a pristine old graveyard. You don't know though, was it abandoned too long ago? Are they all going to be too old? What's in the time period?
Yeah. So that makes me think that you almost need a narrower time period that is you've got a week.
No, look, I think the year is fine because then you're essentially saying or maybe it's an even larger, I'm just thinking of the time window, right? Maybe it's a 10-year period. And when we discovered this at the start of this 10 years thing, they're like, all right, we've got to get all the bodies that are 150 years old exactly, between 150 and 160 years old. And they go and they of course, capitalism fucking capitalizes and it goes through, they tear up all these fucking cemeteries. But as they're doing this, the scientists are on it and they're like, oh shit, maybe initially they thought, oh no, it's just some bodies that are good, that can do this. And then it was too late when they realized, oh no, it's an actual time period. This could be somewhat renewable if we're careful about leaving the bodies in the ground that are younger than that for long enough. But now so many of them are destroyed. So when you come across a cemetery that's essentially unmarked or whatever, it's okay, there's going to be a good chunk of bodies here.
Yeah.
Essentially that it's everyone who is, basically everyone who was buried between 150 and 150
just so happens
ago.
that it's this unmarked cemetery now, but you've got all these photos of this headstone and people.
Well, and that's it. And I
graves
think you've got, there's a real deductive aspect to it because you find, Mr. Jones and it's oh shit, it's just too old. It's just gone past. But it's oh, wait a sec, because didn't I read that Mrs. Jones was buried next to him and she died 5 years later? She's going to be prime prime burning material. So I need to find these graves, right? And that can give you, and like you said, with them being so valuable.
I love the idea that you open it up and it's glowing.
Yeah, that's how you know.
And it's
It's like the fucking Wonka's golden ticket.
yeah.
I've got the golden body. I've got the golden corpse that I will burn.
Oh, shit. I think we could call it there.
Yeah, okay.
It turns out in Pulp Fiction, that's what was in the... That was,
It was a 155-year-old body. It's just someone's head.
but they didn't know that that's what it was. It was golden.
It just glowed. So I think we will call it there. If you would like to find our previous episodes online, go to bitstormcast.com, check them out, listen to them anywhere you listen to fine podcasts, or share podcasts. They're there too, probably.
Most likely. There's a few
also-
AI ones out there. They're all shit.
And also check out bitstorm.games for stuff we're working on there as it comes out.
If you like the song that we play at the start and end of each episode, that song is called Mad Defiance of the album Containment Failure by the band Kurodust. You can find it at kurodust.bandcamp.com. That's KURODUST.bandcamp.com.
Something like that.
Got it right.
So thank you again for joining us this week on Bitstorm. I'm Ben Slinger.
I'm Trevor Scott. And I've got a golden corpse.
I've got a golden corpse that I will burn.